Yo, I think now us being like who we are and where we came from after all of this time, it was only right for all of us to now have podcasts and stuff like that and radio shows and talk shows because we have a lot to talk about. Like we've been around the game for a long time.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
right now you tuning in to Unsynedheattpodcast. You're watching and you are listening. Right now we got a special VIP guest. Let the people know who you are.
World of Rama, Groundhog TV, groundhogtv.com, manager to the Hoffs, co-host the Stella Steph Show. Also got a Big Homie podcast, and family to the D'Amelios. You know what I mean?
Okay. So tell the people like how did Groundhog TV get started?
Well, Groundhog TV started 16 years ago. We formed a company. Me at the time, it was me and Infomega. Actually, he just sent me some rare footage of me and Mark D'Amelio in the studio recording like one of the songs off the mixtape we did years ago, about 20 years ago. But me and Infomega started it. He's actually from the Bronx, Brooklyn and the Bronx or whatever. And we started it May 04. We formed the company or incorporated it. And the first time Grindhard TV aired in New York City on live TV was Christmas Day in 2004. So the company was formed in May of 04, but the first time Groundhog TV aired was Christmas of 04. So every Christmas is a new anniversary for Groundhog TV because I'm still around doing it. So I would say 5 years into us doing Groundhog TV, Infomega branched off and did his own thing. He got his own thing called Infomega Films. And I continued Groundhog after, all the rest of these years. So that would be, 11 more years after? So.
Okay.
16th anniversary and shit, you know what I mean? So I'm proud about that.
Okay, that's what's up. So every time that anniversary come around, did you celebrate it?
Well, I used to do parties and live events every time we did something, because we was doing Groundhog live events anyway, back in the days in Remote Lounge, Bowery Poetry Club, different clubs in the city and stuff like that. But as time went on, I started realizing, like, as I put together these events for other artists and stuff like that, yeah, it'll give me great footage sometimes of artists that, probably blew up or don't blow up or pass away. But I noticed that it really wasn't doing what I wanted it to do for me. So what I started doing is putting out projects every year. So every anniversary, certain anniversaries, certain main anniversaries, I would put out like an EP. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or I would drop something with an artist that I'm dealing with at the time. Or like I would put out GroundhogTV.compilation. Or I would put out Whatever You Want From Me EP. Or I would drop EPs and then do little tours and stuff to promote them and shit like that. Dropping mad videos and stuff like that. So that would commemorate me doing another year of Groundhog TV and doing what I love. Because I also love being an artist as well. You know what I mean?
Okay. So,
I love putting out music.
Okay, so for like the music, like do you got any new music out right now?
Yeah, I got out. My Flowers single is out right now, and that's through Phantom Music, Sony Orchard. That was a single that I put out because I felt like a lot of times people will overlook an artist working hard and grinding while he's alive, but then he dies, and then everybody want to talk about how much they knew him and how much he was grinding and how much all of his work that he did. The radio stations want to start playing his shit while he dead. But when the motherfucker was alive, y'all wasn't doing all of that for him, and y'all seen him grinding. Like you, for instance.
Yeah.
You've been unsigned DVD, unsigned TV for the longest.
Yeah.
So, we all gonna die eventually. It's just we don't know when our time is coming, but it's fucked up that God forbid, when your time comes, now everybody all these bigwig niggas want to talk about, yo, Frank Whyte, my guy, unsigned DVD, and they pulling out old shit you did from back in the past and all that. Like, but what about when he was here and kept grinding and putting out content and doing his thing? Y'all niggas wasn't supporting him. But then a nigga passed away, and now y'all want to be trying to show how much y'all loved him and how much he did and contributed to the game. So that's what My Flowers is about, man. And I just felt like A lot of niggas be fronting and shit, and I'm just not with that. I like to call shit out, and I like to put it in records, because I don't really like to rant and sound like the mad rapper. So I just put it in a rhyme record form, and, you know, people could take to it however they want to. Some people gonna like it, some people not, but I'm gonna put it out there, make a nice little video, and promote the shit out of it. So people gonna get the message.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I see.
So that's the newest music I got out right now. It's called My Flowers.
See that, and that's another reason why I had to do this interview, because I'm trying to give your flowers right now.
Exactly.
Fuck all that later on and all the other shit. Once you know, everybody wanna wait till you get big and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, man. I got a list of people too as well and shit, like, yo, I gotta cross everybody off, like, why them niggas is here right now?
Appreciate you
why
too.
they here right now? Because, you know, shit is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Like, yo, I just finished talking to this nigga 2 days ago and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, my thing is, you know what I'm saying? I want to give you your flowers right now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I say in the song. Give me my flowers while I'm still here, not while I'm dead. I want my love now. For real. Like, I want my love now. Like, don't wait till I'm dead and everybody talking shit about me. Show me love now. Repost my shit now. Get me on your show now. Come support my event now. You know what I'm saying? Do it, because I reciprocated back. You get what you give. Like right now, we're on Unsigned Heat DVD podcast, but I got a Groundhog TV camera rolling as well. So we both gonna be promoting each other. And that's how it's supposed to be.
You know, everybody don't see it like that.
They don't. They will see what they could get from you or out of you. And then, you know what I'm saying, once they could bleed you dry, then it's, you know, fuck them. Until you blow up. And then a nigga want to be riding your wave so hard. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, but, you know, I just keep going. You know what I mean?
You have been going for a while, bro. You've been
trying to build the legacy and all that. Trying to build legacy. So, you know, trying to work with,
you building it.
You know, right now, you know, I'm working on music and well too, so I'm trying to like work with people like you know what I mean? I got the beats and all that.
Oh,
you know
yeah. I'm all for that.
That niggas hear some shit, we can you know, generate some green money and all that shit, you know, cause that shit forever.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Your kid, my kid can eat off of that shit, you know?
That publishing.
You know what I mean? So I'm trying to, you know, work, you know, who I want to try to, you know, do some real work. You know what I'm saying? And and the footage and all that shit gonna live forever.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody gonna, you know what I mean, go from there and shit. And for like the music on there, I see you got your kids.
Oh yeah. My kids is the Hoffs. They like the flagship group out of Groundhog TV. Like, Groundhog Productions is like not only a production company and a marketing company, it's management as well. And after all these years of my kids seeing me grinding and doing what I do, they have grown to now like doing music. So, you know, that's one of my main artists and stuff like that. So I promote them, and you see the growth of them. Because when they was young babies, I always had them around. People would see them and see them in my videos, but now they have their own videos and their own music.
So they got their own lane.
Yeah. And they rocking with some of the adults too with some of their records. Like, their records it's speaking juvenile stuff, positive juvenile stuff. But the cadence and the flow and the production, it's adult stuff. It can rock on adult radio with adult songs.
Okay, so they could go. So they could go on both lanes.
Right.
For the kids and the adults and shit.
And that's how I want them to be. Like, if we going, like, now that it's going to start getting warm, because winter's almost over, now that it's starting to get warm, aside from us setting up, like, different tours, we're going to do, like, a lot of pop-up shows and stuff like that with Pack a Wolf Promotions. Shout out Pack a Wolf Promotions. Shout out my guy Cool Kid from Turn Up Radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to do a lot of pop-up shit in the city, and y'all going to see the Hoffs all over the place doing it. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of affiliates that I work with, different radio shows and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Kim Dynasty Radio from Dynasty Radio NY, Pulse of the Streets Radio, Blockaware Radio out of Philly, you know, Back to Back FM in London, Four Elements Radio in Caribbean,
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? VPR radio, you know what I'm saying? Like DJ FMI and Kiana. Like, it's a lot of people that I'm really cool with, and we affiliated to where I can always call on them for stuff, then just like they could call on me. So when artists come through my umbrella, I could send them through these different avenues to get that exposure. Shout out to all my dudes, Al Green out there from Coalition DJs in the Carolinas. Like, I got people all over the globe, man. So
okay, so you worldwide.
Yeah, international, bro. That's what it's about.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up. So as far as like, are your kids, do they got anything new out right now? Because I seen the video you gave me before. It looked like they was having fun.
Which one was that? Was that the Christmas record, or was it the Every Single Day record?
I think it's the Every Single Day record.
Well, they
that's
had
the one that they was outside and all that.
Yep. They put two records came out after that. It was the Christmas record, Jolly Day, that we're going to promote every Christmas, because I want that to be like a Christmas anthem, like the Run DMC record. Like, that's every Christmas we ringing that off. So that's just what that is. But now they got a new record called Charlie Says. And it's a like I said, my family, the D'Amelios from Masso Clothing back in the days, his daughters are now the most viral people on social media right now. They're like the Kardashians of social media.
You know, they I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yo, the Kardashians, them niggas run the game right now, man.
Nah, well, they say it's been on lists, like Forbes list and everything like that. The D'Amelios is the new family that's out there big now, and that's my guy Mark. That's my bro, and his daughters is the biggest out there, and they my little nieces. You know what I'm saying? So my sons was like, they doing their music and stuff like that. So dude Renoir Dollars came to me one day, and he was like, "Yo, World, why don't you do like a dance record? You know what I'm saying, with the Hoffs for the D'Amelios or whatever." So, you know what I mean? I was like, you know what, that's not a bad idea. So, you know what I mean? I was thinking about how we would possibly come up with something or whatever, and I was thinking about that Good and Plenty commercial from back in the days when they say, "Charlie says, you love my good and plenty." So I was like, oh, that sounds like something we should do. So Phantom, obviously, Phantom of the Beat, he got a bunch of records out right now. And he's a dude that produced the 50 Cent joint with Lil' Kim. He produced Apollo Kids with Ghostface. He did a lot of records. He's actually Haas G from the UMCs. Remember the UMCs, rap group back in the days? Well, he's a dope producer now. So he the one that looped the whole Grand Poobah song, the beat, and put it together. And me and the Hoss put together the verses and the hook. And Renoir just, was chanting some shit in the hook. And that's how that song Charlie Says came about, and it's out right now on all streaming platforms.
Okay, so how's it doing on the platform?
Well, it's doing great because we getting streams. Our streams is up because I deal with Packer Wolf Promotions that deal with our streams on Spotify and Apple and all of that. So the streams is up. I think right now that song, if I'm not mistaken, the streams on that joint is almost like 100,000 or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, because when I put the record out, I put it through United Masters because I seen this new distribution company. So I was like, I wanted to try it and see what it was about. Nowadays we don't need to go through major labels no more. We could just go through our own distribution. I usually deal with CD Baby or Bandcamp or whatever. But I wanted to try. It was a new one, United Masters. Shout out United Masters. And I put the record out on that. And like in the next week or two, Mark called me, and I was like, "Yo, Mark, what's good? Like, we about to drop the single. We're going to shoot the video. I'm going to fly out there, whatever, So he was like, "Yo, do you got it on TikTok?" And I was like, "Nah, not yet. Like, we working on it." And he sent me a link back, like, "Yo, World, the shit is already on TikTok and everything through United Masters." So he found it and sent it to me. I was like, "Oh, shit, that's what's up." So he reposted it on his Twitter. And then him and Charlie just reposted it on his TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So they promoting it and throwing it out there when, at their leisure. I'm not on them and hounding them saying, "Yo, dance to my record and put that." Nah, this is my family. So, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with them regardless. I didn't have to put a song out with them to be tight with them. Like, that's already my family. But, they on their leisure, when they want to, do a little post with the record, they do it. And I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
So how did that work? United Masters, how did that...
it's a distribution company. It's almost like DistroKid.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So it's like the same thing, except they don't charge you no money to put your stuff on there. I think since they just starting, probably not now. But you know what I'm saying? They when I spoke to Haas G about it, Phantom of the Beat, I told him about it and shit, because I was like, yo, son, I put the shit on the United Masters and the shit wound up, going being on everything. And he says he know whose that is. Like, he said the person that put United Masters together was somebody that used to work at Def Jam. And I guess they wanted to start their own distribution or whatever. And they started it. So that record, Charlie says, is out through United Masters. And it's out there. And it's dedicated to Charlie D'Amelio, because she's the #1 TikTok dancer and the biggest family out there right now, and those are my peoples, and I'm about to go back out to Cali with them, and do some stuff with them on they reality show and stuff that they doing.
Okay.
So we working over here. You know what I mean?
That's all you can do. Keep working, working.
You know what I'm saying? The relationships that you have, you know what I'm saying, as long as you keep them tight, and you know what I'm saying, it's genuine love between the people you've been rocking with.
Yeah.
You always going to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've had a lot of falling outs with people in the game, and a lot of people have had falling outs with me, but you just got to keep pushing. You got to keep moving forward. Like, nothing can stop you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Like, you keep doing what you do. And the people that got love for you, you have love for them, and y'all keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Just like me and you. I've known you for years. Like, decades now, matter of fact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing for when you call me and say, yo, get on my podcast. Hell fucking yeah. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to see that you still out here grinding, doing your thing, and you still relevant. So of course I'm gonna come and be a part of it.
Yeah, this is
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just getting warmed up right now. You know what I mean?
And that's good.
Getting warmed up, using the podcast for everything right now, you know what I'm saying? So I've been doing that. And, people's hit me up like, yo, this shit, I need to get on that shit. Yo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you always been like somebody of interest in the game. Like, niggas always was fucking with you. You always had shit going on. You know what I'm saying?
So, got the podcast, about to get back into the magazine shit. Got, writing books.
See?
You know what I mean? I got 9 books out.
9 books?
I got 9 books out.
Wow.
Got 9 books out, and working on the beats. So, I'm trying to get my sound together, you know what I mean? Make sure.
Well, we definitely going to hear some of that. I want to definitely hear some
of that. So I'm playing some beats for, a couple of, my mentor that produces and shit.
Right.
So they're like, yo, you getting better.
That's all you can do is get better.
They're like, yo, you getting better and shit. Make, you know what I'm saying? Get your, know how to do your level more.
Yep.
And
your mixing.
Your drums got to hit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it do.
And that's it. You did and shit.
I can't wait to hear your shit now.
You know what I mean? So, every time I go back to the table with them, they're like, yo, you getting better.
Man, that's good.
They've been doing it longer than me, so I've been making beats going hard for like 3 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit make 3 years and shit. So they're like, yo, you getting better. They asking me where I'm getting my sound from. I'm saying you been in the game longer than me.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. They know every fucking program and all this shit, man.
And now they asking you.
Yeah, they're like, yo, where you getting your sound from and shit, yo? That shit's crazy, yo.
That's good. That's
you know
good.
What I'm saying? So they're like, when I play them beats, they like my beats tell stories. Like they can hear it. Like I can hear so and this shit.
Right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? I play different beats. None of them sound the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're like, yo, you getting better, yo. You know what I mean? You getting better.
I can't wait to hear it now that you're saying that.
You know what I mean?
I'm fiending now to hear dope ass beats.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So, I'm gonna play, a couple of joints for dude that's in the game. They really got them connections and shit. Sit back, like how you kick and play some beats. They like, yo, that shit
fire.
Yeah, you like, yo, you getting better, yo. Like, that shit sound good. I'm playing in the car with my laptop. The whole Bluetooth shit. That nigga like, that shit sound crazy.
Oh, okay.
Like, yo, man.
Now I'm excited.
So he like, yo, man, get like 20 beats together and we gonna see it. We can go at the table with this shit.
Oh, okay. So
that nigga's doing that. So I ain't thinking like that.
And that gives see what people don't understand is that gives you so much more equity now because you not only videographer, writer, put out your own magazines, got a podcast, but now you are making beats, and your relationships that you have those guys interested in now shopping your product to where you can now collect royalties for a lifetime off of. And that's what I'm saying about when you in the game and you keep your relationships and niggas give you your flowers while you here. The sky's the limit. You feel me? Like what the dude Pop Smoke said, God bless the day. Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon. Like, it's as long as you alive and free, you never stop. Never stop.
Yeah. I just feel like, I'm getting too close.
Yeah, you're there.
So,
you're there. You just gotta finesse that situation and shit like that. And that's what's up.
So if I was like, I'm sitting there, play my joints, they like, yo, that shit sound crazy right there. Like, yo, all the joints sound crazy. So he's like, yo, to get like 20 of your joints together, I'm gonna take you to the table. He's gonna take me to the table.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he don't want to fuck with that rap shit. He don't like that shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know everybody in the game, like, he ain't with all that fake shit. You know what I mean? Niggas be fake.
Right.
You know what I mean? The niggas be fake and shit. So, so he's like, yo, you getting better and shit. You know what I mean? So I try to, learn something new when I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? It's your craft. You hone it how you want to hone it.
Yeah.
And that's it. But you from the Bronx though.
So
you from the Mecca of where it began at. And you from that era too. So you from the golden era.
Yeah.
When it was the craziest time to me till now, where it's now more of a trappy what else they call it? It's not just trap drill. You know what I'm saying? It's we in like a different era, more melodies and sing-songy type of stuff. So you know what I'm saying? We could adapt to stuff like that, and you know what I mean, in that aspect and stuff. So it's no way that you wouldn't be good at it. You feel me? Like I always tell people, hip hop is my religion. That's what it is to me. Like how everybody believes in God and everything like that. Yeah, I believe it's a higher power when you die and all that. But my religion is hip hop culture because that's what I grew up on, and that's what gave me most of my memories and my bones in the streets, being around hip hop and growing up in hip hop and stuff like that. So this is what it is to me.
So tell the people where you from though, man.
I'm from Queens. I rep Queens. I've been repping Queens since like 82 or 83. I was born in Brownsville, Brooklyn, and I moved to Queens in 82. No, 80. It was about 82 or 83. And back in them days, it was struggle city, and my mom's had to come and move to a shelter in Queens called Travelers Hotel. And I moved to Queens, and it happened to be in East Elmhurst, Queens, in the early 80s. And unbeknownst to me, that East Elmhurst was the same neighborhood that Eric B. lived in. Matter of fact, when I first moved to Queens, when I moved to Travelers Hotel, Eric B. lived like 2 blocks from that hotel. You know what I'm saying? So Eric B. lived out there, Kid and Play, Herbie Lovebug, Kwame, Coogee Rap. For a little bit further up in Corona was the Beat Nuts, DJ Polo, like all of these iconic dudes and mad rappers used to. Malcolm X was actually from that area, East Elmhurst. He had a house out there. It was like an iconic neighborhood. And as I grew up around there, once I moved from the hotel, maybe I think it was 84. It was 84. We moved from the hotel and moved maybe 6 blocks up to a building called the Bomb Building. So back in the days, I used to always be repping the Bomb Building and stuff like that. It was like a really wild area throughout the 80s and 90s and stuff like that. And I was a real goon out there. But all of the rappers used to come around there because Eric B was from there. So, he would bring Rakim. And Coogee Rap and Polo was from around there, so they would bring other members of the Juice Crew. Kid and Play was from around there, Herbie Lovebug and Kwame, so Salt and Pepper and Peekaboo and all these other rappers, Dana Dane and all of them, and Sweet Tea.
A domino effect.
Yo, they all was out there. So I used to be a little kid just seeing them coming around, and I used to be like, yo, what's up? Like, this is fire. As we growing up into the hip-hop game, we seeing these rappers coming around, and they got their little, they jewelry on, and the MCM and the Gucci. You know how it was with the whole Dapper Dan thing and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was mesmerized from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was mesmerized from the beginning. So that was what it was for me. And once I caught the hip hop bug, it never left me. It never left me.
Yeah, I felt the same way, man.
Yeah, that's what it is.
God, damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I just can't wake up without the shit, man.
Yeah, everything hip hop. I'm everything hip hop, bro.
Like, yo, because sometimes people call me, and certain times and shit. They're like, yo, you up? Like, yo, I'm up, nigga. It's 7 in the morning, nigga. Like, nigga, I get up, work out. You know what I'm saying? Drink my tea and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm working on a beat or something like that, you know what I'm saying? I'll go back and work on that beat. I might start it tonight. And then, get the melodies, all that shit together, and then work on that shit in the morning. In the morning and shit, like, I'm going to go back to it. Because it sounds different. After, you leave it and shit, you, like, because
come back,
your mind is so cluttered and shit, then you go back, you're fresh, like, you hear something different.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's how, things be and shit.
It's just like that when you write in rhymes and you have a song, you could go back to it and it may not sound like how you put it together before. So you might want to tweak certain things and change certain things, or it could just be exactly how you wanted it. So when you really go in the studio to lay it down, or if you're not just laying it down in your crib, it'll already be finessed and done like how you wanted it to be. You know what I mean? And that's the power of creating. Because like I notice I've always made songs that is more heartfelt to people. Like the first video I've done that Infman shot for me. Infman's first video that he shot was my song called "Did Me Like That," and it's a song that go, "Why you did me like that? Why you did me like that? Why you do me like that? I don't know, kid. I was open," and it was about my ex-wife at the time. You know what I mean? She broke my heart, and I made a song about it. And I described what happened in the song. And I didn't know that once we put the song out and Inf shot the independent, low budget video, and when we put the shit out there, that I was going to get the response that I got from people saying, yo, this song resonates with me, because a lot of niggas got their heart broke before by a woman. And they understood what that song was about and how it made them feel. So from there alone, I already knew that, I make music that people really could relate to and shit. It ain't all shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. It's shit out there where, people could understand. Like, they in a relationship with a woman and their heart could get broke, or a woman in a relationship with a man and their heart could get broken. They understand shit like that. And the video was so dope, because I had this girl playing my love interest in the video, and everything I was saying in the song, she was doing. Like, I talked about how, I love when you was sucking my dick type shit, and it was a little scene where it looked like she was about to go down on me. We was be in the crib arguing. I said something about her doing my laundry, cooking my food, and I got her in the video doing all of that. You know what I mean? So that was my very first video that I done. You know what I mean?
So, for all that music and all that, like, how many albums and EPs you got out?
I got Worldorama, the EP was the first one. Then I put out the 90s mixtape. Then I put out Whatever You Want From Me, Groundhog TV compilation. Even before that, I put out Insane Cycle Home, the LP, In Transit EP. And then I put out a whole bunch of songs. I got like maybe 8 or 9 projects out there and a bunch of singles that I put out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got a bunch of shit out there. Like, if people Google Worldorama, because my name always wasn't Worldorama. I changed my name to Worldorama on the 10th anniversary of Grindhard. On the 10th anniversary, 10 years in, I put out Whatever You Want From Me EP. And the Whatever You Want From Me EP was, I changed the name to Worldorama. And that means World the Rama. Like, I'm just not World, I'm Worldorama. But I made it like Worldorama, so it was like Wonderama, like the realm. See ya, hope you have a good morning. Hoo. I wanted it to be like, yo, now you're in my realm. I'm Worldorama, and you know what I mean. Like it's like a double entendre type word, and I just kept the name. It just stuck with me. You know what I mean. My whole moniker or my image around that time was I had these Cazelle shades that I really liked. And everything I did was with the Cazelle shades. So it was Worldorama. You see me, you see these shades on my face. And I did a lot of shit with the shades on my face. But after years of having them and shit, and the shit's getting all broke or whatever like that, I got out of that, whatever the case may be. But I still love shades. I still love wearing little shades and getting fly and stuff like that. But that's where Worldorama came from. And it stuck with me, and I like it. Nobody else has that name.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. As far as like I would say how many music producers are you
I deal with everybody. Like whoever got fire, and I'll deal with it. Some beats that I hear from people like producers, the shits be so fire. They be like, yo, you know what? I ain't doing nothing with that yet, but I got it for somebody, and I may have to like buy the beat just for me to have it. If I could hear something that's so fire and the nigga ain't trying to hold on to it, I'd be like, yo, how much you selling it for? Because a lot of producers, independent producers nowadays, they selling beats for like next to nothing, really. You know what I mean? Dudes be wanting a couple dollars, and all right, what's your cash app? And send me like the stems of the beat. Like I want the whole track to where if I go in the studio, I don't want to have to 2-track it. I want to be able to break up the sounds and shit like that. So upon paying, after the transaction is complete, now you send me an email with all of the stems in the beat so I can have it and use it at my leisure. I could just put it behind some footage of something that I'm doing. I could make a record with it with my kids, the Hoffs, or I could make something to it because it's mine now. So, you know what I mean? And then I got other producers from different parts of the world that just send me beats. And they want me to, world, use my beats. Here, do what you need to do with my shits. I trust you to do whatever. And so I got a lot of production that I just have in my laptop of beats that I could use anytime at my leisure because it's mine. But I give producers their credit all the time. Even when I buy a beat from somebody and I own it, I'll still say produced by such and such because I know I wasn't in the studio doing all of that. I know I wasn't. And I'm not going to lie and say I did. I'll say produced by such and such for Groundhog TV or Groundhog Productions and shit like that. I always give dudes their credit for what they did. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to lie and take credit for nothing. But, you know what I mean? Once I buy it and I own it, it's under the production. You know what I mean?
Okay. So what was the highest price you ever paid for a beat?
I actually paid $500 for a beat one time, and that was the Every Single Day beat. I bought that from DJ Ron G. You know, legendary Ron G. Yeah. He wanted $500 for that beat. He actually wanted, I think he wanted $500 for 2 beats, if I'm not mistaken, or $500. I think it was $500. I'm not sure. I know that was the most I paid ever for a beat, and I wanted it because it was dope. My kids came up with the hook, and I wanted Ron G producing that beat because what people don't know is me and Ron G got a history because when I was doing the mixtapes, let me not forget about the mixtape projects I did for Mad Soul Clothing. Those was out there all over the world, shit like that. One of them, Ron G hosted it. We got Ron G to host the mixtape for us. You know what I'm saying? Mark was like, yo, let's get a major DJ or whatever. And I was like, yo, who better than Ron G? He was the #1 mixtape king at the time, back then. You know what I'm saying? So we got Ron G, he hosted it for us and shit like that. We paid him and everything, of course. So when it was time for me years later to work on my kid's record, Ron G said that he have production. So I was like, yo, send me something. So he sent me like 3 beats, and the Every Single Day one was the one that stuck. And it was that, and it was something else. And when he told me how much he was charging for the beats, you know me, I was like, nigga, that much? Like, what? Like, you bugging, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I really wanted it. And I paid. And now it's my beat. And Every Single Day record is out there. And Every Single Day is over 250,000 streams, actually, on Spotify. That record. Yeah. That record is over 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 almost 500,000, a little bit under, you know what I'm saying, 300,000 streams and shit. So that record is working still. And that's the good thing about being independent is that there's no time limit on your music. You can keep promoting your music, keep promoting it and putting it out there and keep dropping it and keep promoting the links and the video clips of it. And it could be 2 years later, like the girl Lizzo. 2 years later, her song finally popped off for her and changed her life. And now she's all over social media, you know, practically naked, dancing and twerking and shit, which is cool. That's what she like to do. She a big girl and proud of herself, which is what it is. But her song that she had out, her breakout song, that song has been out for 2 years, and nobody was really paying attention until she kept promoting it, kept pushing it, and it broke for her. So that right there is a lesson to tell you, like, don't give up on what you're trying to do because you don't know when it's going to go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, for like artists, anything like, who do you want to work with in the game?
I would have liked to work with Pop Smoke. I really like his stuff, but he's dead. So it's sad, but he's dead. And I keep listening to his songs. They play him all the time on the radio, going hard for him because he's dead. But I would have loved to see him perform that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would have been dope to see him performing it or have videos with him in the new videos doing. Those are some good ass records he got. Those are some good ass records.
He got some shit.
Yeah,
man.
He got some good ass records,
shit,
man.
He got some
saying?
shit. He done been huge.
Oh my Lord, he's huge now, but it really doesn't matter because you ain't here to really, you know, finesse the situation because it would have been so much more out of it. You know, he would have been in movies now. They would have had him doing. They would have had him in everything. He would have been, and people would have been endorsing him. It would have been mad commercials, everything with this guy.
Yeah, they were doing that when he was alive and shit. They were like, he act.
Yeah, it was on him.
Out of here,
it was on him.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
he probably would have did records with some of the biggest artists right now. Everybody would have wanted to do something with Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
with what the music that he got out right now, listen, everybody would have been on him. And I feel bad that I didn't film him because a lot of times my boy Taboo, Day One from the Bomb Building from back in the days, my guy, he used to tell me, yo, this nigga Pop Smoke. And I was like, who the fuck is that? I didn't know who it was. He was like, yo, they got this record out there. Welcome to the party. And I was like, what's that? Let me check it out. Send me the link or something so I can see what you're talking about. And I wasn't on board right away. I wasn't because it was a new young artist. I was like, it's a lot of you young artists coming up. It's gonna get to me. It's gonna get to me. And he kept telling me about him, and then I started hearing about him, and I was like, oh, okay, this Welcome to the Party shit was cool, but then I started hearing other shit, and I was like, oh, this nigga, that nigga voice and his cadence and all of that shit was fire. I was like, oh, this nigga's dope. And before I could really get an interview with the nigga, it was over. So that incident, and it was another incident some years ago with Phife Dawg when I went to ATL one time for A3C, and Tribe performed, and I was backstage and I saw Phife, and I was filming somebody or running around doing shit, and I didn't run up to Phife, which I should have because Tribe Called Quest was legends in the game, and I didn't go up to him to get like a drop from him and a couple questions from him, and I said, I'm gonna get him another time, and he died. So I felt like, you know what? Anytime I see an artist that's promising or somebody a legend in the game, if I'm around them, I want to get that footage because niggas ain't promised. Niggas ain't promised.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't promised, man.
I'm looking at right now, a lot of them not really taking care of themselves too.
Yeah.
They're not taking care of themselves, like, you know, for like health wise, they ain't working out.
Yep.
They ain't eating right.
I'm saying I kind of fall into that aspect as well too, because I was in the gym crazy hard one time, and then I just got lazy and stopped. And then after I got COVID and shit, you know what I'm saying, and I beat it, I was like, you know what, let me get back on my shit. So, you know what I mean, like I actually just be going back to my job Monday. I've been out of work for a while because I was recovering from COVID, so shout out to that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a
now,
good thing.
Yeah, and at my job, it's a gym there, so I'll be working out and shit like that. Well, I will be working out.
Yeah, I was trying to, you know, get my workout on, and I'll be on my vegan shit.
Oh yeah, so you don't eat meat or nothing like that no more. No meat products or nothing like that. I wanted to try that just to give up beef and chicken and just try with fish.
I don't eat nothing. No
So
fish.
how is that? How does that make you feel, bro?
More energy.
It gives you a lot of energy.
Way more energy.
That's because the meat that goes in your system, that shit just sits in your intestines. Because one time I did like a colon cleanse. I went to a health food store and got a bottle of colon cleanse pills, and I took it. And yeah, I used the bathroom a lot, but obviously once it ran through my system, and my intestines was supposedly like be clean, I noticed when I wake up in the morning, I just pop up. Like I'm just getting up and not sluggish and getting out the bed like this. Like I would wake up and I would just get up like a zombie. I would just be up like, oh shit, I'm like wide awake now and shit like that. So it's like your body can tell you exactly what you need to do to make sure that your shit is healthy. You know what I mean? And with this COVID shit out here and people not being able to survive it, because if you ask me, COVID is like a harder case of a flu to me, because I had it, so I know. And if you can't survive the flu, then that means your body ain't good. Your body ain't good.
So,
you should be able to fight off that virus, you know?
You know what I mean? Like for me, I just felt better. More energy, my mind more clearer. Because I know like a certain time of the day, I'm going to go sleep.
Right.
So, you try to take your nap, shit like that.
Right.
I don't do that shit no more.
Oh, so you don't be tired? Yeah, so then that's that corpse, the corpse that was in your system, out your system, that your body's better. So maybe I need to try that shit. I need to leave all that chicken, fucking beef and all that shit. I like fish though. I ain't gonna front. I like salmon because it has those omegas and things that are in it that's good for your body and shit like that. So I'll probably still eat fish, but I'm gonna give meat a break for a while. I've really been thinking about it. Now that you're talking about it, like I really should just do that.
Some people might look at you like you crazy, but
nigga, who gives a fuck how people look at you when it's your body and your health?
Because they so used to doing what they doing and shit. It's like what? Like fuck.
But that's the difference from being a leader and a follower.
So like so right now I've been running to a lot of people that are vegan, and it's like we talk the same language.
Okay.
So niggas like, yo, how you feel?
Matter of fact, you know what's crazy you said that? Because Heidi D'Amelio, my sis, she's a vegan.
Yeah.
And when I was out there with them last time, I brought my guy from the Big Homie podcast. Me and Shay Pell got the models. He's a vegan. So they had stuff in common. Like when we was around each other, they was able to build and talk about certain things about being vegan and how they gonna eat and what they gonna eat and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah, that gives you like a sense of type of relatable situation because now y'all understand each other. So shout out Heidi, she's a vegan too as well.
So trying to get my workout on. So it's like eat a lot of fruit, make a lot of shakes and all that shit. I mean,
so you do a lot of like I do that too with my NutriBullet. I put a lot of stuff in there. I also put like cinnamon sticks, and I put black seed powder or oil, whichever one I have, and I mix it in with a bunch of fruits and stuff like that. Sometimes I'll put carrots in there. If I got greens, I'll put some greens in there and stuff like that. But I like stuff like that. It's good. It makes me feel good, like I'm doing something healthy. And I always put ginger in it. Like I always put raw ginger because raw ginger, that shit is like, it's like that and blueberries to me. I feel like it's like the main antioxidant thing that helps you with the health of your body.
Yeah, so like ginger tea and all that. I drink that every morning.
Oh, okay. So you always drinking ginger?
Yeah. Drink that shit. Put some honey in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I use the raw honey.
Yeah.
Raw honey like that shit.
That shit in there. And drink that every day and shit.
Yeah,
so,
that works. That'll work.
So, shit like that. And
but when you say you wake up and you be energized and shit like that and not sluggish, that means your body is pure. Your shit is pure.
And shit. You know what I mean? And I know, and you know what I'm saying? You gonna see, if you know yourself, you'll know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you usually thinking about something or you know what I'm saying, 30 and something, you know that you'll remember that shit like it's like this.
Right.
Because all the time you like, the fuck was that?
Yup. What was I doing?
Now you remember that shit like it's on point. Yep. So I like, is it me or I'm bugging out? So what happened, I started running to other vegans, and they were like, yo, how you feel? You got more energy, right?
Yeah.
They was like, yeah. They was like, yo. And even, talking to your Johnson,
Right.
you feel different.
And yo, I'm glad you brought that up because what people don't know is that one of the symptoms of COVID is actually it fucks up your libido. So when your body's weak and you sick, you can't get no erections. Like how men we supposed to wake up with an erection.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen when you got COVID. Your shit is lymph.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And
Sure.
I'm here to tell y'all niggas like my shit came back. I was worried, but it came back. But during the 10 days or the 9 days that I was going through it, no erections. I don't give a fuck how much porn I could have possibly wanted to watch or think about or whatever. Your your shit ain't gonna get up. And I guess it's different for everybody. I don't know other people. I guess once y'all watch this and y'all see what I'm talking about, people that had COVID, y'all will understand. But like you said, man, like being healthy and stuff like that and keeping your libido up, that's a big deal for us men. So and ladies too, because they don't want no limp dick niggas, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what I'm saying? But you, far like, the Johnson down there and shit, trying to keep it clean on there.
Right.
The Johnson is like you gonna see a difference.
Oh, okay.
You gonna see a difference in your shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like your shit gonna be it's gonna look like it's hard, but it's not.
Oh, so it gives you more. Well, I guess once you healthier and you lose like belly fat and everything like that, it will give it more length or girth or whatever like that. That's what I've heard that when you lose weight and you tone up and everything like that, it definitely helps your shit.
I mean that too, but you're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see the difference. You're gonna feel the difference. Like if you know your shit, you're like,
and your lady gonna be happier.
Like,
she gonna be happier.
Like, what's up with you? She gonna know the difference.
Yeah, definitely.
Normally try it. You know what I mean? Few months, take your time and shit like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front, bro. I've been thinking about this
and
leaving
then
this
after
meat
that,
alone.
Boom. After that, check this out. After that, you do your thing with your lady. Your lady watching you. She know you. She know, this nigga you usually go sleep after this.
Right.
You ain't sleep.
Oh, you're not sleeping after.
You're not sleep. Because remember, your body getting cleaned out. Remember, you used to go to sleep a certain time and shit.
Or after you get one off, then you tired. Yeah, so it's not like that.
And she's like, yo, you saying to yourself like, you up. So now you ready to go for round two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go take your little break. But she know you. You don't usually go to sleep.
Right.
After we do the damn thing.
Right.
But she gonna see you up.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna like, you ain't tired?
That's what's up.
That's when you come in, you just hit me up like, yo, this nigga right. Like, you ain't tired?
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And yo, men, we all for that. That's one of the main things that we on. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab something over here real quick. Word. Let me do something like that. But yeah, that's one of the main things that we on as men. Like we don't never be wanting, we don't be never wanting our shit not to work. You know what I'm saying? So I understand fully what you're talking about, and that's wonderful. That's,
your lady watching like, oh, I know what time this nigga sleep. Like after we do the damn thing, she gonna be like, this nigga's out.
Chicks definitely be paying attention to shit that we don't be thinking that they paying attention to. They always paying attention to. They kind of got like that third eye, that women intuition they call it. You know what I'm saying?
They always using that third eye and shit. Paying attention to the shit we don't pay attention to.
Exactly.
You like, you remember that?
Yep, and that's why niggas be fucked up in the game when they out here doing shit. They didn't realize how much they lady was paying attention to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up, man.
Yeah, word.
So So what the plan for 2021?
So far, I've been executing plans from the gate. Like already, me and the horse got. Finally, I'm going to drop the head of the household LP. And at one point, it was just going to be me. Because years ago, when I first was doing the Hoff series about me raising my kids, then they wasn't rapping, they was young babies. But now that they're rapping and they now went on tours and did shows in different places and things of that sort. And the head of the household LP is going to be all of us because we're all the Hoffs. We're all
Mm.
head of the households. I'm Hoff 1, Miki out in Trinidad, Hoff 2, and the rap group is Hoff 3 and 4, and then my little granddaughter, she Little Miss Hoff. But the show is about all of us, but the group is mainly just them, the two middle youngest ones and me. So this next project that I'm dropping this year is going to be called Head of the Household, and it's going to be songs with just them on it, some songs with them and me. It's going to be songs that I put out a while ago that was for the project that I'm going to re-release on it, and it's going to be a lot of skits of things that we've done together, and just doing fatherly stuff, funny, jokingly stuff that we've done. So it's going to be a couple songs and some skits, and it's Head of the Household project, and I'm gonna drop that, and it's going to be dope. It's going to be dope. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to be working with my kids, man. Like that's one of the most important things to me that I love the most, like working with my kids.
Okay.
And I notice I'm kind of like inspiring a lot of people to do stuff with their kids. Because before I was doing stuff with my kids, I didn't see a lot of people doing a lot of stuff with their kids, as far as like entertainment wise and music wise. And now I see a lot of people doing it. So that was the whole goal of doing the Hoff series, was to subconsciously make sure that fathers be there for their children. And it's not even, we already know that the mothers are always there. You know what I mean? The courts and everybody always put the mothers in a situation where they're like the elite parent out of the parents, when in all actuality we're equal. But I just wanted people to understand that fathers, we need to be there for our children as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm a product of a non-father in a household, single mother, being raised by a single mother. So being the fact that I have children by different women, and it would be easy for me to just give up and not be there for my kids. I made sure whatever I needed to do to make it work with the women, that I'm in their lives. And fatherhood is priceless, and that's, one of the things that I really strive for, and I always like post it in my hashtags. Hashtag fatherhood, hashtag priceless is one of my slogans that I run with. And it's all about subconsciously teaching people, like, yo, no matter what you're going through with that woman, be there for that kid, man. And you don't have to make your kids into artists or none of that, but just be there for them, and whatever they want to do, support them, and just be in their lives so they know you. And they can't say that, oh, I don't know my father. Like, it should never be that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And don't let the woman, if she's mad at you for any particular reason, or somebody else is in her brain, don't let her stop you from being in that kid's life, no matter what. Courts work sometimes. If you got to go that way to set her straight, then that's what you do. Take her to court and let the judge determine that she can't keep you from that kid. And don't let her, no matter what, because that kid needs you no matter what happens.
Okay. Before we get up out of here, any advice you want to give out there to the artists, to the guys that's out there, being a father, there's some game for the young youth.
Yo, just be there for your children. Never give up on your dream. And leave a legacy, man. A legacy is what all of the thieves of America came here and did. They came here, stole this land, did crimes to generate wealth, and that wealth is now still circulating in their legacy. And I'm not telling you to go out there and do crimes to get wealth, but whatever you're doing to build success and you make children, leave a legacy so that when you're dead and gone, there's something behind that you left for your offspring. Now, if you don't have no children, then you can still leave a legacy by something that you left behind, whether it's a business or an invention or just some inspiration that you left for people. But you know what I'm saying? Leave your legacy. Make sure your legacy is established. You know what I mean? And never give up. Never give up on what you're trying to do, because some of the people, a lot of the people that became multi-millionaires and billionaires, they didn't get it until they was like in their late 40s and 50s. So don't think because you didn't get it because you was young, but you could start early and do it. And what I'm doing is I'm teaching my kids this stuff early so they'll be ahead of the game. But a lot of the most successful people didn't get it until they was in their late 40s and early 50s. So never give up. Never let nobody tell you too old or, you washed up or whatever. Just follow your dream, and nobody could tell you what's in store for you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I thank you for having me on the show. You know what I mean? Every Sunday from 2 to 4, I co-host Stella Steph Show on Reflex.now and the Stella Steph Show on YouTube. Every Monday from 10 to 11, I do the Big Homie Podcast. I drop new Groundhog TV sporadically on Groundhog Television on YouTube or groundhogtv.com. Groundhog TV is now going to be on Roku. I'm still getting everything together to launch it. I got the channel already.
Okay,
So,
I'm trying to see what's up with that.
Yeah,
I heard about that,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
ain't never get around to it.
Yeah, Groundhog TV on Roku is coming because we started on public access, and from public access we went to groundhogtv.com online, but now I'm going to subscription TV. So Groundhog TV will be on forever now. You know what I mean? So
Okay,
that's what it do.
Yo, it's your boy, the DJ Frank Whyte. You're watching Unsigned Heat Podcast, and we out.
You already know.